Things rich-minded people do that poor-minded people don't. 5 wealth habits that change everything. Most people believe that becoming wealthy depends on earning a higher salary or getting lucky. In reality, the greatest difference often lies in the way people think and make decisions every day. A wealthy mindset focuses on building assets, creating long-term value, and making choices that generate future opportunities, while a poor mindset often prioritizes immediate gratification, short-term comfort, and instant rewards. These small differences compound over time, producing dramatically different financial outcomes. Here are 5 powerful examples that illustrate why some people continue building wealth while others remain trapped living paycheck to paycheck. 1. Investing in the future. Instead of spending immediately, imagine 2 young people each receive the same amount of money. The first immediately thinks, "What can I buy?" He has always wanted the newest iPhone, so he purchases it and proudly shows it to his friends. For a moment, he feels successful, but his money is gone. The second person also wants the latest iPhone, but asks a different question. How can I use this money to eventually buy the iPhone without losing my capital? He considers several possibilities. He thinks about cryptocurrency, but decides it carries too much short-term risk. He considers investing in the stock market, but wants a faster return. Eventually, he realizes that his passion for playing the violin could become a source of income. He buys a better instrument and enrolls in advanced lessons. Months later, he becomes skilled enough to teach private classes. His new ability generates income, allowing him to recover his original investment while continuing to earn more. Eventually, he buys the iPhone with money created by his new skill while still owning the violin, the knowledge, and the ability to generate future income. The difference is simple. A poor mindset seeks instant gratification. A wealthy mindset chooses delayed gratification, sacrificing today's pleasure to create tomorrow's freedom. 2. Valuing time more than small savings. 2 men need to buy groceries. The first searches for the lowest possible prices, driving across town to visit several stores. He saves a small amount of money, but spends hours driving, waiting in lines, and paying for fuel. The second man chooses the nearest supermarket. Although he pays slightly more, he finishes quickly and returns home with valuable time remaining. He uses part of that time to complete paid work and spends the rest with his family. Many people focus only on the money they save without considering the value of the hours they lose. Wealthy people understand that money can be earned repeatedly, but time can never be recovered. Whenever possible, they spend money to save time because time can be invested into activities that generate greater returns. This doesn't mean ignoring discounts or overspending. It means understanding the true cost of every decision, including transportation, waiting, energy, and lost opportunities. 3. Building net worth. Instead of only increasing salary. 2 employees receive their annual salary report. One immediately thinks, "How can I earn more next year?" She considers working overtime, taking weekend shifts, or changing jobs simply to increase her paycheck. Her coworker asks a different question. How much of what I earned did I actually keep? She knows that income alone does not create wealth. Wealth comes from increasing net worth. Instead of relying entirely on salary increases, she consistently saves part of every paycheck and invests in diversified assets such as index funds, stocks, bonds, real estate, and precious metals. Over time, these investments begin producing additional income independent of her job. Eventually, she no longer depends on a single paycheck because her assets begin working for her. This is one of the biggest differences between employees who stay financially stressed and investors who gradually achieve financial independence. 4. Seeing problems as business opportunities. Every community experiences problems. Most people complain about them. Wealthy thinkers search for ways to solve them. Imagine a town facing a serious shortage of clean drinking water. One resident spends his days blaming the government, complaining about the situation, and waiting for someone else to fix it. Another resident asks a completely different question. How can this problem become an opportunity to help people? After exploring several ideas, he invests in a small water purification system with the support of a few neighbors. Soon, he supplies affordable clean water to the community. His solution grows into a profitable business while improving the lives of those around him. Almost every successful company exists because someone solved a problem that millions of people were willing to pay to eliminate. Wealthy people train themselves to identify unmet needs, while others focus only on the difficulties. 5. Acting despite fear. Fear affects everyone. Even successful entrepreneurs experience uncertainty before making important decisions. The difference is not the absence of fear, but the response to it. One employee dreams of starting a healthy food business, but constantly asks, "What if I lose everything? What if I fail? What will people think?" His fear keeps him in the same position year after year. Another employee experiences exactly the same fears, but asks different questions. What's the worst that could realistically happen? How can I reduce the risks? What can I learn if things don't work out? Instead of waiting for perfect certainty, he begins with a small, calculated approach. He makes mistakes, learns, improves, and gradually builds a successful business. Successful entrepreneurs understand that failure is often part of the process. In business, one successful venture can more than compensate for multiple unsuccessful attempts. Every lesson gained from failure increases the probability of future success. Final reflection. Financial success rarely depends on one extraordinary decision. It is usually the result of thousands of ordinary choices repeated consistently over many years. Rich-minded people focus on creating assets instead of liabilities, valuing time over convenience, increasing net worth rather than only income, solving problems instead of complaining, and taking intelligent action despite uncertainty. These habits do not guarantee instant wealth, but they dramatically increase the likelihood of achieving financial freedom over time. The mindset you develop today shapes the financial future you will experience tomorrow. Every decision you make either moves you closer to lasting wealth or keeps you trapped in the same financial cycle. The choice begins with the way you think.